Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming to Mike's Garage. Listen, I wanted to tell you another story about back in the day. I put up a couple other videos about what we used to do going down the Jersey Shore. It was a lot of fun. Drinking age was 18, and really a lot of the places were still underdeveloped, I guess we'll call it. There was still a lot of places you could go, a little private beach if you found it. One of the places we used to go to was a little place called Strathmere. It was between Ocean City, New Jersey, and Sea Isle City, New Jersey, and it had a lot of brush and sand dunes and a lot of growth on the sand dunes. Okay, so you had to park a little bit off of the street, and you had to walk through the path over the sand dune to get down to the beach. Okay, there was nobody there. There was no lifeguards. Okay, but you could go have a private beach day down there. So at the time, I had I guess it's in the mid 60s, I had a 62 Ford Galaxy 500 convertible, 390 Interceptor motor, if that's important to anybody. It was a pretty quick car. It was a lot of fun. I really loved convertibles. Anyway, it was a bunch of us. It was maybe about 15, 20 of us were going to go. So a couple of girls were there. They wanted to bring a lunch. Okay, we're going to bring drinks. We're going to have sandwiches and everything. Okay, what are we going to have? Okay, you can't put mayonnaise on anything. It's going to spoil in the hot sun. Well, anyway, they wound up making, I think it was 20 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Okay, so there's there, and they got a line going, a conveyor line going. Somebody's putting peanut butter on the bread. Somebody over there is putting jelly on the bread. It's getting to the middle, slap the two together, and they stack them up in a pile. There's like three high, and they're all like in a circle. So the one girl looks over to us and she says, "Should I wrap these individually or wrap them all at one time?" So we told her, just wrap them all at one time. Use that wax paper. You know what was the funniest thing? They used scotch tape and wax paper, and they wrapped all the sandwiches at one time, and they put them in a cooler, all in one big lump. It was terrible when we got to eat them because they were all squashed together. But that's what they did. They made all the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. We had a couple cases of Coke, ginger ale, Pepsi, a few beers in there somewhere. On ice, beer was at the bottom, and we were going to get down to the beach. Okay, we're going to meet everybody down there. Had to be there by noon, 11 o'clock. And you have to remember, it really wasn't any kind of sunblock or sunscreen. Noxzema is what I remember. You used to put that on your nose and wear a hat, and you wore your T-shirt most of the day because you didn't want to get burnt. So down the beach we go. Everybody gets set up. We got some towels. We got some blankets. Go take a quick dip in the water. We're having a good time throwing the football around. And like I said, we go to break out the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. We get those out, and they're all squashed together, and the jelly's oozing all over. What a mess that was. So just go down the ocean and get washed off. Okay. We spent most of the day down there. Now, it's 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon. A couple of the guys they got to go. I got to go. Oh, we don't want to leave. Can you give us a ride home? And I said, yeah, okay. Never realizing when it came time for us to leave, 4:30, 5 o'clock, there was 17 people there, and I got a convertible. So, and we're in Strathmere, and we're going to go almost down to Townsend's Inlet, which, if you know it, it's probably a 9-10 mile ride. Okay, so we put the stuff in the trunk. I'm in the driver's seat. There's 3 other people next to me sitting in the seats. In the front seat, it was a bench seat. Then it wasn't a bucket seats. So it was a bench seat. There was 4 people there. There were people sitting on the seat behind, on the top of the seat behind me, with their legs here. Another 4 people. The back seat was full. There were people sitting on the convertible top and on the trunk. Okay, the car was literally on the ground. I mean, it was this far off the ground. The tires were rubbing, and we went from the private area in Strathmere, it was just a unheard of beach down there. And we drove about 5 miles an hour down through the town, waving to everybody. Even the policeman waved at us, okay? And we went all the way down and dropped kids off, jumping out of the car when we got near their neighborhood, because you couldn't really go up the side streets because the tires would rub when you tried to turn the wheel. So we went down the main street. When we got close to somebody's house, we would stop. They would get out, get their stuff out of the trunk, and leave. So by the time we got down to where we were supposed to be, get to where we lived, which apparently was the furthest ones away, the car was sitting up a little higher, but it really did struggle the whole time. I got to give the car credit. It held up really good for that. But that was some of the fun things that we did. It was a heck. We laughed the whole time. We had the radio playing loud, making a big scene out of it. But we cruised from one end of the island there at Strathmere down to the other end of the same island. Didn't have to go across a bridge, thank God. It was all flat road, pretty smooth, wasn't too many bumps, but we couldn't go much faster than 5 miles an hour. And it fit all 17 people in the car. And, I thank the policemen. I know they have a tough job. They left you alone. As long as you were having harmless fun, they really just left you. They just waved to you when you went by and laughed, okay? That's some of the stupid things we did for fun. But just wanted to share that with you. Hope you enjoyed the story. Don't forget to subscribe. Always can use more subscribers. Thanks for watching Mike's Garage. Do something nice for a stranger. See ya.